welcome to the Shixie. Think of like a Shih Tzu dog, where you take two breeds and you kind of just put them together. This is gonna be a shag and a pixie, as if they had a little puppy, and it's the Shixie. We're gonna section this out as we go, but essentially the top section is a horseshoe section that dips down and incorporates the crown area. This area here in front of the ear is going to be those pieces that are longer than the fringe, and this area is going to be longer at the nape and around the ear. Now, when you're doing this haircut at home, you are going to stand just like this, right square to your section, and follow as you work around. Okay, so I'm gonna just be carving out around, checking for balance, really like using my judgment when it comes to how long we want these pieces. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around the ear, you wanna do the same on the opposite side. Straight up, and then I'm coming in at where the shorter hairs are, and like shaving off that top little kind of layer, creating a concave layer, dropping my fingers down as I go. So what I'm doing is I'm over directing it all up to where those shorter bits are, scooping, scooping, scooping the hair away. Yeah, usually when you're approaching a pixie, a lot of people go from the back and go all the way forward. This is so important to me, because I really just want to visualize her bangs and then really shape the rest of the haircut around that fringe section, because to me that's the area of most importance. And there's gonna be a couple of options. So I chose the option that's gonna be the furthest back because I want this to go deep into where that pixie part is. So just so that you can actually see what this looks like, I'll leave this here, but I'm gonna pull her off so that you can kind of get a good look at just how deep this section is, because I think it's important. It's supposed, like, usually when I do a shaggy bang, it gets a little bit longer each section. So I'm gonna go almost not even a little bit longer. So it's more of like a layered situation right there. Then this next section will get slightly longer. And now with my last 2 or 3 sections, I'm going to over direct forward. But with this, because I know that I'm going to connect these top pieces, I'm allowing there to be a little bit more layer through this area and then maintaining more length on the ends. Because I want this to kind of pop up and be a little bit more of like a layer that's gonna connect in through the rest of the haircut. And I want this to start to become longer than what's underneath here. So really elevating it high, connecting the layer at the top, and then as you work your way down through the shaggy bang, now this is gonna you can channel cut a little if you need to. So you wanna be very careful to preserve that length because you can always go back in and take it off. But then see how this adds more of like a layer on top of your shaggy bang that's gonna serve as the pixie part of that haircut. It's definitely like a little bit of a different version of the shaggy bang, but with the intention that this is gonna become a pixie. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, and it's like a very quotable thing. We've added all the razory bits that we want to, and now we're gonna go in with some real carving scenarios with our scissors and really kind of get that texture through the top to be exactly what we want. So basically, the same side that you're pushing your scissors into, so if I'm standing on this side here, I'm gonna switch and stand on the opposite side. Now, once I'm done with this, you have the liberty to kind of just style it up and cut it as you go. I worked really hard to cut all of the texture in there, to bring out their natural wave pattern. And you can just detail the crap out of this and just keep going and going with shorter bits, because that's the fun thing about the pixie. And then if I wanted to go under, so I kind of just did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but really most of it is her natural curl pattern and just pushing the hair into the way that you want it to kind of flow. So just with my hands, take a little circular section around where their hair is naturally going to kind of part off. The Shixie, equal parts shag, equal parts pixie, and all the in-between texturizing and some of the styling tips.